So every storm is a lesson session. Well, hello. It does feel lovely to be able to stand under the rare warmth of sunlight in recent days, which have been a bit moody because the weather was quite foggy. And through that time, I too passed through some phase of interior turmoil. And I just thought, coming off that experience, to make a brief reflection on the theme of the storm. And I'll just draw this from the scriptural text that we find in the Gospel according to Mark chapter 4, where Jesus in the boat with his disciples crossing the sea calms the storm that they experience. But before they went across, Jesus had been teaching a multitude of crowds while standing in the boat. So the boat was his teaching office, and he taught them different parables: the parable of the sower, the parable of the seed growing in secret, the parable of the lamp on a stand, the parable of the mustard seed growing into the biggest of shrubs. And basically, those parables that Jesus taught were different expressions of the faith that he sows in each of us, the faith that he sows in order that the kingdom of God grows within us. And then following that, he invites his disciples to journey with him across the sea. So in a way, I think of that as it was a practical session following the theory that he had taught them. I imagine a person who takes driving lessons and studies notes, and then it's time to go for a real practical test drive, and he goes and encounters a situation. But then whoever is the guide is there to calm situations and to calm this novice at driving. And I think this is what Jesus does. After teaching them about the faith that he sows in each of them as well as in each of us, we encounter storms as we go on the practical side of living our faith in the daily things that we do in our experiences. And the exterior storms that we experience but the exterior storms that we experience trigger something. They bring to light something of the interior storm that is within. So I believe Jesus allows us to encounter these things truly in order to teach us something about ourselves, something about our relationship with him, and something about the extent to which our faith is growing in advancement of God's kingdom. This is the whole point to that storm. So perhaps the question we could ask ourselves is, what parable of Christ reveals our storm, our inner storm? What parable of Christ helps us to appreciate the lesson that Christ is teaching us in every storm? So I pray for each of us, and may God help us today and always. God bless you.